The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate.
On the ground, it's Payne. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's Wegman. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, and they'll have it first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Trying to run it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Finding themselves down. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. It's a draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads it left. Finds his man, it's York. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's York. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right on the money. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And
there he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line. It's Connors. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. It's complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Connors. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Snags it over the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wants to throw on third down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Punts it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball around this group.
Yeah, I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They believe they can run right here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. It's on target and complete. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's got the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 17 to Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff to the single running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Broussard.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Wegman. That's reeled in, it's Broussard. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move, creates some space. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Safe completion on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's McAllister. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Showing off the arms. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man, it's McAllister. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.